Is this chateau one of France's most beautiful homes? We flew from the UK to find out. I took a flight from London to arrive in Bordeaux, a region of France best known for its wine. A bit of local culture I can definitely get behind. Once I'd landed in France, there was still some distance to our destination, and so I was going to need a lift. I have just arrived in Bordeaux, so I'm going through now to meet the gentleman who's going to be driving me to the chateau. Fortunately, the chateau's guardian, Voltec, kindly came to collect me for the last leg of the journey. He found me, Wojtek, and then he's going to be driving me to the chateau. Road trip! Finally, I met up with Tom nearby and we headed to the chateau. First impressions were, it's like something from a movie. Oh my, this is like a fairy tale. But will the fairy tale continue inside? Well, that's what we're here to find out. In today's episode, we're going to be giving you the full tour of this incredible castle and its grounds, soaking up the culture and chatting to some lovely locals that make this amazing experience possible. We'll be enjoying French cuisine from the chateau's private chef, sampling some local drinks, the Bordeaux way, and uncovering the fascinating history behind this one-of-a-kind home. I am so excited. What an absolute honour to be able to take a look around this beautiful property. So, a quick history lesson. This was built between 1849 and 1893 for a rich Bordeaux family and is a brilliant example of neo-Gothic and neo-Renaissance architecture. And it's just the perfect place to come and escape our hectic modern lives. I mean, look at it. It is like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? Very symmetrical, 4 floors, 4 bedrooms, and behind Tom there are also some outbuildings that surround a heated pool, and altogether the estate accommodates up to 20 people. I can't wait to get inside. It's a little chilly, so off we go. Welcome to the entrance hallway, and what a welcome it is. Look at this, what the size. It is vast. I mean, I know I'm a small person, 5'2", 5'3" on a good day, but look at the ceiling height, incredible. However, it still feels very welcoming and warm. We have heated flooring on every floor, and unfortunately for a lot of older buildings, they feel very drafty. Not in here, toasty, toasty warm. We also have some period French style features. Beautiful. You'll see the attention to detail and the historical little touches throughout. All right, just to give you an idea about what we have on this floor. To my right, we've got the cosy library. To my left, we've got the stairs that lead up to all of the bedrooms, and downstairs to the kitchen. Behind me are the 2 formal reception rooms, which I'm going to take you to now. Wow, colour explosion. I think this is a good time to mention that yellow is my favourite colour, so this is a bit of me, as is this central bar. Can you imagine coming here with your friends and family and making some cocktails, serving them here? Or maybe you get a bartender to come and do it for you. This is called the Modern Art Salon, and you can see why. We have some very interesting, dare I say it, psychedelic pieces of art on the wall, which is juxtaposed with this more historic wall with this big grand mirror, fireplace, exposed brick. I mean, this wouldn't be out of place in some kind of catalogue, would it? We also have another art salon, bit of a different interpretation, so let's go to that one next. Now, connecting the 2 rooms, we have this seating area or art appreciation space where you can sit down on these old Chinese chairs and check out this big painting, which will prepare you for the next room, the Heritage Salon, where there's more interesting art. Another very unique room. Love the styling. We've got old, we've got new. How cool is this lamp? It's huge.
It's actually normal size, isn't it?
I may be small, but I still have feelings. With the sofas, I have to say, whoever has designed these, in both rooms, give me your number. I am just in love with these. The colours and the shapes. Wow, what amazing pops of colour that really complement the more neutral tones everywhere. Now, the owners have actually had this property for about a year and a half, and they've really put their own stamp on it. And I really like the juxtaposition. You'll see throughout the whole property a lot of colonial and Chinese influences, as you can see here, because the owners live in Hong Kong. Let's take a closer look at these. Wow, two very big eclectic pieces of artwork here. I mean, I would love to know the story about how these two made it in here.
Do you want to speak to the owner? We're going to talk to her.
Yes, should we do it now?
It's a good time.
Okay, cool, yeah. Right, so I'm going to call Ashley, who's based in Hong Kong. Here we go.
Hi!
Ashley, so nice to meet you. I'm Hannah, and look where I am. I'm in your chateau.
Welcome, welcome!
I want to understand a little bit more about how you came to buy this property, because I believe there's a story of you wanted it, it didn't quite happen, and then you did get it. Tell us.
So we were on the lockdown in Hong Kong, and we just felt that it would be nice to have that space, that nature, that kind of, community around us. So lying on the sofa one day, I watched a movie about chateaux and castles, and I asked myself a question: is it actually possible to buy a chateau? So then I Googled it. The first thing I saw was this specific chateau, and I fell in love with it. It was so full of light, and it just felt right. We visited it, we loved it, and it took us 1 week, especially my husband. It took some convincing. We were actually disappointed because the agent said it was sold a few days before we were able to make an offer. So we felt... Yes, we felt like it was, it was just that deep sense of loss, and it took nearly a year for us to recover, well, half a year at least. And then a couple of months after we sort of recovered, an agent gives us a call and says, well, Chateau is back on the market because the deal fell through, and you guys can get it. And without thinking, we said yes.
Oh my goodness, clearly meant to be. That's amazing. I mean, what you've done with the place is incredible. And most notably, the pieces of artwork. I mean, I'm currently standing in front of these two. Wow. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about the artwork throughout.
Oh, well, there were, I would say, 3 primary sources of inspiration because the former owner had a fantastic taste. He was very much into British colonial style. So the Queen and all those inspirations were here before us. At the same time, we wanted to bring something that is our own. So we do have European background, but we live in Asia for the past 20 plus years. And we love Greater China, and we believe that, the culture has just so much to offer. So we wanted to bring, as you are standing behind some of the vases that are, hundreds of years old, 1,000 years old. And finally, we also wanted to, bring some modern art, because we like energy, we like colors, well, especially me. My husband, I think, just goes with it. But I absolutely love colors and happiness.
I mean, I am here for the big, bold colors. I can see that you're also wearing a yellow cardigan, my favorite color. So I think you know which my favorite room is. I'm looking at it and I'm like, hey, if you're gonna do yellow, do it yellow, do it properly. I love that room. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure from all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you, Hannah. I really appreciate you guys, and enjoy your visit.
Thank you so much. We will. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, how nice was she? Ashley and Marius have created something incredibly special with this chateau so that people like Tom and I get to stay and enjoy it. And there is still lots more to explore. So come on. Right, back into the entrance hallway. Now, behind Tom, remember that is the library. As Ashley mentioned, they kept quite a few of the previous owner's artwork. And then, this guy, guarding the way to downstairs. May we pass? Thank you. So we've come down to the basement floor. There are other rooms, but I want to take you straight through to the kitchen, the heart of the home. I really like the balance they've got in here between this old world beauty of the original fireplace, but a modern and functional kitchen. We've got space here for at least 8 people, so perfect for your breakfasts, your lunches, or why not book yourself a private chef here like we did? Well, Lena, I know you're busy cooking for us. because we have a private chef, the wonderful Lena, who is treating us to a 3-course meal. So what is on the menu?
So in starter you have some sea bass carpaccio with some orange jelly with cognac. After you have some poultry with parsnip. And for the dessert you have some tarte tatin with some spice biscuits.
I mean, if I wasn't excited before, I cannot wait. My mouth is watering. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to leave you now and I'm going to be over there. I've got to do all the hard work and eat it. So, starters, aka round 1, commencing. Here
Bon
we go.
appétit.
Bon appetit, yes. So this is sea bass, Lena?
Yeah.
Wow. Presentation was immaculate and the flavours were incredible. I love the crunch of the nuts, those hazelnuts. And although I enjoyed it, raw fish just wasn't Tom's thing. So for round 1, we landed on a total score of 6 out of 10. It is,
Thank you.
time for the mains, aka round 2. Ding, 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 ding. The main course was an absolute delight. The lemon added a perfect zing to the guinea fowl, the pureed parsnips completely converted me, and the gravy, yummo, it earned a solid 8 out of 10. It is dessert time.
Yep.
Possibly my favourite course. I have such a sweet tooth. I cannot wait. Pudding time, round 3, aka the grand finale. Let battle commence. It just kept getting better. And with my sweet tooth, it's no surprise that the final round scored the highest. That's not going to be enough. Honestly, we were begging the chef for an encore.
We want more!
What better way to experience French cuisine than while staying in a chateau, making beautiful memories with fantastic company. And during the summer months, you can enjoy all of that out here. I mean, this is just the perfect spot for some al fresco dining out here on the patio. So whether you do have your own private chef or you're cooking for an intimate family gathering, or maybe you want to bring your morning coffee out here, this is definitely where I'd want to do it. We're actually perched up on a hill, so you get breathtaking panoramic scenery. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some of the local wildlife like deer. And to top it off, the sun actually rises from over there, illuminating the back of the chateau. I mean, let's have one more look at it. What an unbelievable property. Another interconnecting space between the kitchen and the living room. Very handy if you need to grab a quick coffee or a cocktail. Welcome to the more informal lounge. So we have the formal reception rooms upstairs, but this is where you're going to get some good chilling done. There's enough communal spaces in this whole house that everyone could have their own lounge. And if you're staying with your family for a week, you might need to get away from them just for a little bit. Now, another reason that I love this room is the mega fire. Look at the size of this fireplace. I feel like I'm in Game of Thrones, and I've definitely gone back in time. I really appreciate that the owners have tried to keep as many historical features as possible, because, hey, look, when you come and stay in a chateau, I want to see some of this. I want the chateau, modern luxuries, but the history and the countryside. Now, we're actually really near Cognac, where something very special originates from, and we got to experience another good slice of French culture in the dining room.
Anna, while you're here, you really need to try Cognac. So I brought you 2 different Cognac today.
Well, which are we going for first? Because I have to say, oh good, you're pointing at this one because I love the bottle.
Yeah. So fully bodied, fruity, and some hint of spice.
Well, let's have a little taste on very small. Oh, right down the throat. That will warm you up. Definitely getting a hint of spice, but yeah, I mean, that is definitely a drink that you would linger on. You would have that, and you could nurse that for an hour.
Yeah.
I'd be like, right, I'll see you in 15 minutes. No, that's really nice though. It's a great experience because I would never, like I said, usually try alcohol like this. First cognac done, now on to the second. I might get on with this one a little bit better. Here we go, a little bit paler. Okay. No, so liar. Wow, that is powerful, isn't it? You have a little chuckle over there, are you, Tom? that is, right. I think Tom should try this.
I think.
Yeah, that's it. Bring a glass. We've got some extras over there. Well, that was really fun. Thank you so much for bringing those. And I have to say, the ambience in this old wine cellar was perfect. But when it comes to cognac, I might be checking out. Not sure.
Yeah, I know it's not for everyone. But what about, just a suggestion, cocktails?
Oh, okay. I might be back on board now. Okay, cocktails. Sure. Right, coming out of the dining room, we have a very handy downstairs toilet. We are now heading up to the principal suite. FYI, it's the entire first floor. Okay, just so you can get your bearings, we're back on the ground floor. First things first. Is it okay if we carry on? Thanks. Up we go.
Hannah, quickly, before we go upstairs,
Okay.
I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
Come to the front door.
What's going on?
Right, have a look. I've got something waiting for you. Come on, go out.
What? It's hot. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and
Oh.
wait, that's for you.
What do you mean?
You're getting on the horse.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
1, 2, 3. And go, 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 go. Yeah. Oh. On the saddle is better.
On the saddle is better.
Yeah. Great.
So here we are. I feel like this is my land now. So these are the outbuildings, and they all look onto the heated pool, which I believe is from May until October. There's also a gym in there, there's a games room. I mean, if you wanted somewhere for the kids to have a good time, get out your hair, stick them in the outbuildings. Now, personally, now I've tried this, I think this is the only way to explore the 16 acres of land that surrounds the chateau. Absolutely incredible. And if you fancy doing something like this, the beauty is you can get horse riding lessons. There are so many things that you can get to do here at the chateau. Not to mention all the picnics that you could do. There's stargazing at night. And if you did want to explore further afield, you've obviously got Paris, you've got Bordeaux, which is the way that I arrived, which are really, really close. But there's kayaking, there's go-karting that you can do nearby. There's obviously all the wine regions. Hold that thought. But yeah, there is just so much to do out and about. So if you did want to go out for the day, you were going to be really occupied. But if you never wanted to leave the chateau, you wouldn't have to. Why would you, when this can come to you? Well done, Bebop. So you get such an authentic French experience here. And look at it. Look where we are. You're not overlooked at all. It's so secure. It's so private. This is the epitome of tranquility. I mean, does it get any better than this? Well, it does when you're on Bebop. Well, Tom, thank you so much for my surprise. That was absolutely epic. And Emily, thank you so much for letting me ride Bebop. Well, it's time for us now to go and check out the principal suite, but unfortunately, we can't take this big boy with us, although I think he might want to. Let's go. Right, I'm back on two legs and I can't wait to show you the top two floors. But first, look at this ornate staircase. You can see all the way to the bottom. And our friend, hello. Right, we're going through into another interconnecting room and another art appreciation space, which I will, in this funky chair. Appreciated. Yeah, Nice. And then through into the principal suite. Remember I told you that it was the entire first floor? I mean, dealer's choice. Which room should we go in first, Tom?
Start with the main event.
The main event? The bedroom? All right, follow me. Look at the size of this principal bedroom. It's so big it even needs its own divider. It's grand, elegant, classic. I mean, the colour palette as well is very muted. It feels very calm and peaceful up here. Still got your modern luxuries, oh yes, but I love the classic period features that they've kept. So you've got this beautiful fireplace that you could get going. Can you imagine being in bed and it's roaring away by the side of you? And one of my favourite elements. Tell me you're staying in a castle without telling me you're staying in a castle. You get your very own turret thrown in and these views. Incredible. Whenever you go away, you want it to feel like a real treat, don't you? But not so stately that you can't relax. You want it to be lavish, like this is, but still relatable and like a home away from home. However, saying that, I don't know how many of you at home have a bathroom like this. I think this is the biggest ensuite I've ever been in. It is ginormous. I mean, it's fit for a palace or a castle. I suppose it fits then. Here, I'd be putting a roll-top bath. I mean, incredible views from the shower, but imagine sitting here and looking out at the scenery, especially as the sun is starting to go down. Mwah! And then to match the two showers, we have two basins. And look at the attention to detail that just elevates this place. There we go, its name on the towels. Château de Lasfonds. Then next door, you have your very own dressing room. Now, depending how long you're staying for, storage is not going to be an issue. Imagine all the different outfits you could bring for all of the different parties, events, gatherings, dinners that you'll have here in France. Ah, living the dream. Okay, adjacent to the bedroom, you have a dedicated office space. I mean, this is perfect if you need to do a bit of work while you're away or even just to jump onto a Zoom. It's tucked away nice and quiet from the rest of the house. Plus, it has these unbelievable views to keep you inspired. Final interconnecting room, mini kitchenette, saves you having to go all the way down to the basement, and another WC, which is really handy for everyone on this floor. And someone's making another little appearance. Hello. Now remember, we're still on the first floor. This is still the principal suite. However, I'm afraid you would have to give this room up. This is the games room. It's so cozy. We have got carpet underfoot and remember, underfloor heating and an 85-inch TV. We've got PS5, VR headsets. Tom, I mean, come on, we've got to play that later. This is so relaxing though, and it gets better. Check this out. I know I said relax, but wait for it. Movie mode activated. I mean, sometimes after a hard day, enjoying the chateau, maybe you've gone for a stroll around the garden or a cycle. There are 2 electric bikes here. Sometimes you just want to gather everybody around, get with your friends and family, play some games and watch a movie, making unforgettable memories. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, does it? And up to the top floor. Now, I don't know about you, Tom, but this is my favourite floor.
Certainly the most spectacular floor.
Well, speaking of spectacular, I mean, let's address this, shall we? It is unbelievable. We're quite clearly in the roof here, the attic, and I love that they've left the beams exposed, some of which have been reclaimed from old shipwrecks. I mean, this whole area is oozing character. So it's very rustic and quaint, but you still have these modern pops. I mean, look at this very chic sofa there and this pop of colour, and another incredible piece of artwork. And seeing as we're looking up here, a little bit further up, we've got air conditioning. You've got aircon in all the rooms, which you will need in the summer because it's going to get lovely and warm. But this living space is fantastic. I think this would be a perfect floor for the kids. There are 3 bedrooms up here, and I'm going to take you to this one first. into the Continental Garden Room, named after some of the European style furniture and of course the views out onto the garden. And during the day, this room is flooded with natural light and really highlights the architecture and the decor in here. All of the bedrooms have been done very simply but effectively, and it lets the history do the talking for it. And I love that. I like that we keep being reminded of the age of this property with these incredible beams. And it also adds a real romanticism to the place as well. Bedroom number 2, aka the Middle Kingdom bedroom. I love that name. Named after the antique Chinese furniture and decorations. And this was also where Tom was lucky enough to stay last night. Tom, did you have a good night's sleep?
Absolutely, I approve.
Well, that's probably because all of the beds have 5-star luxury hotel mattresses. And lastly, my room, the Commonwealth room. And I have to. It's these little added extras that make you and your stay feel uber special. Oh, and speaking of special, it's not often that you get to sleep with that above you. Extraordinary, bags full of personality, and just what I want from a unique holiday. And lastly up here, another living space with a dining room table, nice big comfy chair, one more turret and an open fireplace. And just through that door we have a bathroom that is mirrored on the other side, so the 3 bedrooms share the 2 bathrooms. I can safely say, after having stayed here myself, that this is not just your regular vacation or home. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, perfect for those intimate family holidays. This is the place that you come to relax, reconnect, and make unforgettable memories with your loved ones. So if you're looking at this thinking, yes, I wouldn't mind staying there either, then you can find all of the details in the description below. And you could be staying in your very own chateau in one of the most picturesque regions of France sooner than you think. And while you're making your mind up, why not check out one of our other videos?
This is Norway's most luxurious log cabin. We're 2 hours away from the capital city of Oslo on a beautiful white snowy mountain, home to the 1994 Winter Olympic Games. Now it's -20 out here, so we're gonna head inside